Who would win in a battle between Jay-Z and Drake? Well, let's find out, because today, we're putting two of the biggest names in rap history against each other. Not based on album sales or business success, but on lyricism, battle mentality, strategy, and what they've actually shown when the pressure is at its highest. On one side, you have Jay-Z, arguably the greatest businessman in hip-hop and one of the greatest lyricists ever. On the other, you have Drake, the streaming giant whose longevity has rewritten the commercial rules of rap, while repeatedly proving he's willing to step into conflict. Both men have also experienced something many fans forget. They have each suffered a defining battle loss. Jay-Z was famously outmatched by Nas Ether during their legendary feud, while Drake took one of the biggest public defeats in modern hip-hop after Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us became a cultural phenomenon. Losing a battle, however, doesn't erase years of greatness. Sometimes it simply reminds us that no rapper is unbeatable. Before talking about the battle itself, let's look at what each artist brings to hip-hop. Jay-Z represents technical excellence. His rhyme schemes, double entendres, storytelling, and effortless flow influenced an entire generation of lyricists. Albums like Reasonable Doubt, The Blueprint, and the Black Album are considered classics because they combine street wisdom with elite writing. Jay doesn't overwhelm listeners with speed or complex rhyme patterns for the sake of it. Instead, he wins through precision, confidence, and bars that reveal themselves over multiple listens. Drake, meanwhile, transformed what it means to be a rap superstar. He blurred the lines between rap and melody without sacrificing lyricism, helping define the sound of mainstream hip-hop for well over a decade. Whether discussing relationships, fame, ambition, or competition, Drake has consistently adapted to changing eras while remaining commercially dominant. Very few artists have stayed relevant for as long while continuing to influence younger rappers. Now comes the real question. Who is the more dangerous battle rapper? Jay-Z deserves credit because Takeover remains one of hip-hop's smartest diss tracks. It wasn't based on wild insults or shock value. Instead, Jay built a calculated case against Nas, criticizing his inconsistency, album quality, and career decisions. It was strategic, polished, and technically impressive. The problem is that Nas responded with Ether, a record so devastating that the word ethered became part of hip-hop vocabulary. Jay eventually answered with Super Ugly, but public opinion largely viewed Nas as the winner of that war. Jay proved he could craft intelligent diss records, but history also shows he struggled once the emotional momentum shifted against him. Drake's battle history is much longer and much more chaotic. He's exchanged records with Common, Meek Mill, Pusha T, Kendrick Lamar, and many others. Against Meek Mill, Drake completely changed the public perception of the battle with Back to Back, turning a diss record into a mainstream hit that was even nominated for a Grammy. It showed that Drake could combine replay value with devastating punches. The 2024 battle against Kendrick was different. While Kendrick ultimately won the public narrative, Drake's response, particularly Family Matters, demonstrated something few rappers have ever attempted. Instead of focusing on one opponent, Drake fired at multiple artists connected to the conflict, juggling several targets within one record while maintaining structure, punchlines, and confidence. Even many critics who believe Kendrick won the overall battle still acknowledge Family Matters as one of the strongest diss tracks released during that exchange because of its ambition, technical execution, and layered writing. That willingness to fight multiple opponents at once says something important about Drake's mentality. Whether people agree with his tactics or not, he has consistently shown he's prepared to enter high-profile rap wars despite the enormous risk to his reputation. So who actually has the edge? Purely as a traditional lyricist, Jay-Z probably has the advantage. His catalog contains some of the most sophisticated writing in rap history, and his command of language is nearly unmatched. But rap battles aren't judged only by lyrical skill. They're judged by adaptability, speed, strategy, directness, and the ability to create moments that capture the culture. This is where Drake becomes extremely dangerous. His ability to respond quickly, generate memorable records, attack multiple angles, and make diss tracks that dominate conversation gives him a unique advantage in modern battle rap. He's shown a willingness to keep firing even when facing several opponents, something very few superstar rappers have demonstrated. If both artists met at their absolute peaks in a no-rules battle, the outcome would likely be incredibly close. Jay-Z would probably produce the more layered and technically refined bars, while Drake would likely deliver the more immediate, aggressive, and culturally impactful records. My conclusion? By overall artistry and lyrical legacy, Jay-Z holds the stronger work history. But if we're judging only who is more equipped for a modern rap battle based on the evidence they've actually given us, Drake has a slight edge. His battle resume is broader, he's faced more high-profile opponents, and his willingness to adapt under pressure makes him one of the most dangerous battle rappers of his generation. At the end of the day, though, hip-hop debates rarely have a final answer. They exist because every fan values something different. Some value layered lyricism, others value impact. Others value who controls the culture. So now it's your turn. Who wins in a battle? Jay-Z or Drake?